So my question to you is, does acting attract unbalanced people, or the unusual emotional demands of the profession makes people unbalanced?
No, I don't think acting invites unbalanced people. I think what you mean is, does the profession, when you're an actor and you have to go through, you meet different kinds of people, and the kind of emotional journey you have, will that attract unbalanced people? I don't think so. I think who you are in your own personality, that may or may not sometimes attract a certain kind of people. So I don't think acting has got anything to do with it. It's who we are as people, and what is our outlook towards life, and how do we view life. Is there a little slightly, but I do believe in energies, that if we remain positive largely, then the possibility of more positive forces and energies that we attract are more. And when we are more negative, then yes, and I'm saying this from my personal experience also, like I know the phases where I have been more negative and the phases where I've been more positive, and I've seen the kind of people I attracted in my life in my negative phases, and the kind of people I've attracted in terms of in my positive phases. But I don't think acting has got anything to do with it. It's who we are as people. Acting is just a profession. Acting is not doing anything to you. So where the second part of your question is concerned, can the emotional professional demand, can it sometimes make actors imbalanced? Yes, it can, because the nature of the job is such that we are involving our entire self into it. We are changing ourselves to some extent. We are becoming different. We sometimes go into a certain negativity, a certain aggression, a certain positivity. So sometimes it can change us for the better. Sometimes it can also bring about a little imbalance in us. But that happens when we do not know how to come out of it once it's over.
How you come out of it? For example, like if I played a certain role and emotional role, I know for that time it's like you just take time to get out of it. You're a little emotional for a certain period, and then you feel like, okay, fine, I feel okay, but do you really know you're out of that character?
No, but that is something that actors have to learn. If you're the kind of person who delves really deep, then you need to know, see, at the end of the day, your own mental well-being is more important than your performance. Yes? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, the answer is yes. You will not do it to an extent that you yourself become imbalanced. You yourself go to a place where it is destroying you, where it is becoming a problem for you. So one should have the awareness of, like, to what extent can I go and yet retain my sanity. And that's very important, because you can go till any level. Those who want to go to a certain degree can keep going and going and going. You can even go to a point of no return. But that's not acting. Right? That's just your preference of doing it a certain way. Acting can also happen by you going till one point and just functioning from that one point. It's also the actor's personal preference of going a bit too far. Maybe it's not even required for you to go that far. So you need to know that.
You should know where to draw a line.
Yes. As an actor, you need to know what is my boundary. Like, till this point, I can also sustain my sanity. I could also sustain my own well-being, and then go till that point and then perform from there.
Like, if you ask me, I wouldn't know where to stop.
But you need to know.
It's also the kind of opportunity you get as an actor, you're always waiting for. So I can't really give my example because I've got very few opportunities like that. But with when I was part of that workshop, I remember those certain exercises that we did. It, like when you emphasized on like dig deep into your inner world and just feel the emotion. So yeah, you dig deep. How deep you go? Where do you stop? Or like the whole thing about discovering that, okay, this is inner world. And I should feel as much, and as an actor you want to just like try more, but you don't know where to stop, or be like, okay, fine, I don't know.
You will know, because when acting is not something that starts and finishes in one day. Let's just say you're doing a film, and let's just say that film has a workshop. Even if the film does not have a workshop, even if you arrive on set on day one and you do something, and when you've gone home you can't sleep, you can't get out of it, then you know that there is something off. I'm not finding my balance. And that's when you need to try something else the next day. Because the truth is, you will not even be able to finish the film if you work like that. Because what if you have a breakdown in the middle of the film? Then they have to change the actor. So your great method acting is not as important as just finishing your film and doing it justice. So I think everybody will know. If you say, I will not know, that's not true. You will not know in that moment, yes. In that take, you may not know. But once you go back to your hotel room or you come back to your house, you will know. You will know that I have probably gone a bit too far. So tomorrow, I need to maybe go till point X and not point Z. So you'll know. And at the end of the day, we all have to take that call for ourselves. Nobody else can come and take that call for you. In a workshop where there are 10 other people sitting, then it's my job to say, go deeper, because somebody is not even going to 10%. But you need to have an awareness of how deep do I usually go. And then stop yourself at a certain point, which will come from experience. And you have acted, and you do know, you do have an awareness of how far do you go when it starts becoming a problem. And if you don't know it yet, from this point onwards, be aware. Your own self is far more important than any character you'll ever play.